Give it up for all the moms who share their word busy in their life. Tired of being called busy all the time and not having the thought to share all the acts that you have been doing in your professional and your personal life? Well, our Busy Mom event is here just for you to share and lighten yourself by sailing in the same boat with peer members. Today, we have two powerful mothers who will be sharing a bit about their professional life and how they wish to help the mompreneurs through our platform. So let's first call upon Ms. Sonia Achintani, who is a career counseling e-content writer and also runs an organization that is Dream Achievers. So Sonia ma'am, we are looking forward to hear from you and we would like to know more about your profile and Dream Achievers.
Thank you for giving us this platform. And I think we should thank M3 team for this, because it's really a great initiative by you all to bring us together like this. And through our experiences, we also get motivated and inspired. Like, if there's something that is lacking in me, can be really motivating me to take it from somebody else also. I can get inspiration from them. So as I'm a career counselor, I started this profession 3 years back as a career counselor. Before that, I've had 11 years of teaching experience. I've been a teacher. And my teaching experience had been very nice. And I used to collaborate with my students as a very warm friend. And very slowly, I used to get very emotional with them. And they used to discuss things with me. They were very comfortable. A comfort zone was there. A rapport was there between us. So they used to come and share their likes, dislikes, their strengths. And the teaching patterns used to be as per their choice only. I used to not force the same pattern on every child, because as we all know that every child is unique. So being a teacher, it is more important for us to play this role to identify the strength of a child and teach them basically how they can learn it in a much better way. So when children used to come and speak to me, slowly I started enjoying, giving them ideas and telling them about the career path. Then I used to do research on that particular topics, then tell them whether it's really good for their career or not, whether they can do it, whether they're really fit for that or not. And then I came across the certification course from Univariety and myaglakadam.com. I completed it. I got my certification. I got my certification from UCLA, also University of California, Los Angeles. And then I wound up from my coaching to only counseling, because I thought there were lots and lots of teachers, but a career counselor was very few in number for the students. And that was where, we were lacking about in the education system. So I took up career counseling and I slowly gave up my coaching classes. So today I have Dream Achievers, my small baby from the last 3 years, which is still being nurtured by me. And I hope it'll get a very good name and fame very soon. So this is my journey as an educator.
Thank you for sharing. And this Dream Achiever, like you said, that you started. So I'm sure that you might be having USP of your own, right? But I would like to understand that coming across so many students in your life, and deciding about their career, guiding about their career, you might have found many challenges. So what was the major challenge for, this?
The major challenge is where we have to convince the parent, for the child to take up his own choice of profession or career, a stream which the child dreams of. Because, parents are very adamant. I don't say they're wrong. They think about the security of the child. They have their own visions in mind. But, you need to think out of the comfort zone at times, because everybody's taste is not being an engineer or a CA or a doctor. There are children who want to get into performing arts also. There are students who want to do UPSC. Now, when you are thinking about something like that, it is not necessary you go through science or commerce only. Humanities is also a stream, and it is a sad plight that parents don't understand. They don't want to recognize the strength of their children in these subjects. They only feel कि नहीं, अगर engineer नहीं बना, doctor नहीं बना, तो तू life में कुछ नहीं कर सकता. I'll give you my own example. My daughter scored 9.8 CGPA in 10th standard. It's equivalent to the 100% marks. And people came up and told me, Sonia, you're mad. You have brains. I said, why? Who is asking you to allow your daughter to take humanities? She's such a brilliant child, such a bright child. I said, but if that is not her forte, she's not going to do anything out of it, then it's no use for her taking those subjects. She's happy doing journalism. She's happy doing mass communication. She's happy making PPTs. Let her go ahead and live her life, right? She's the one who has to take a career, not me. Tomorrow, she should not say, Mama, it was because of you I took a wrong choice. So at least give them that space to make a choice of their own. I've heard a lot from many people around, but still I stuck to what my children have to do. And you won't believe it, my son wants to become a model. He wants to get into acting, and I'm supporting him too.
That's lovely. So like, I'm sure that guiding, kids and students, you have to guide their parents also.
Yes,
So majorly,
it's very important.
Yeah.
Very important. Actually, more than the children, it is the parents who need to be counseled, not children actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I feel that this generation, the kids are quite, clear with their mind that what they need
Yes.
to do. And so many opportunities, so many, channels are opening, like digital world, if I talk about,
Yes.
wherein the students and the parents cannot cope up with their thought process, and they don't know, actually parents are not much aware about the digital media or the digital world that's growing, and students want to take their career in that particular path. So
But they get suppressed, their ideas are suppressed, their dreams are suppressed because the parents are not willing to open their ears and listen to different opportunities open. They feel कि एक इंजीनियर एक डॉक्टर बन जाएगा ना तो 1-1.5 लाख महीने का कमाएगा, वो काफी है मेरे बेटे के लिए. लेकिन अगर वो 25-30 हजार से भी स्टार्ट कर रहा है, लेकिन उसको 100% satisfaction मिल रहा है लाइफ में, he is happy, then I think you should go ahead. I give example of Three Idiots movie, to every parent who's very fussy and adamant with me, I tell them, please go watch Three Idiots or sit here and we'll watch it together. Because they have really portrayed it very well in that. So they really need to understand, because I'll tell you, maximum children who are going through the stress trauma, the suicide traumas now is because of all this pressure, because they're not able to take up that kind of stress. That is a pressure for them. They are studying subjects which are actually not of their interest, but they have to do it.
yeah.
So at the end, what happens is they find no other way and they take up some wrong step for it.
True. So it's major challenge, for as a career counselor for you also.
Yes, very true.
That's great. And I'm sure that you have enlightened so many students' life and their parents also. So there might be some story that you would like to share with us if you can, that, wherein you were quite happy. Obviously, each and every student's, career counseling that you guide is sharing happiness, but any of one story that you can share with us,
Yes, I'll share a very close student of mine, very close to my heart. She belongs to a Gujarati family, Patel. Okay, and their family was such where, girls were not let out too often. They have to be in a very small area, and it was very difficult to even understand whether they will be able to allow her to complete her graduation also. I was scared where in mid of the graduation only they'll ask her to get married, because we have such families still, such friends are still there. But the child is very hardworking and very nice. You won't believe it. I have not only changed her thinking, she has gained so much of confidence. She's staying all alone in Ahmedabad today and doing her master's in digital marketing. She's doing her, so it's really wonderful. The parents are supporting her. They've allowed her to go to Ahmedabad. They only said, we'll not let you go outside Gujarat. But I think that was really nice. At least they thought of it. They haven't spoken to her about marriage at all. So it's really good. I think this really made me happy that at least I was able to change the thinking process of one family. And today they have even allowed the second daughter to take up a field of her own interest. So that is something really nice.
That's great, because I'm a Gujarati, so I can understand that, there are many families, and Patel families especially, I've seen that, live cases in my society and all also. So that's really great that she's still in touch with you, and,
Yes, she's in touch with me. Her family is in touch with me. Even now, today, if she has to do something, she immediately calls me up and says, "Ma, मैं क्या करूँ?" Not ma'am. She calls me ma. Ma, मैं क्या करूँ? So, anywhere she has to put up anything, no, regarding Mother's Day or anything, it's her mom and my pic that goes together. So I feel, the journey from a ma'am to a mom is something wonderful. That is my earning actually.
That's an added piece to the mompreneurs community
Yes.
of us. Journey from ma'am to mom, definitely.
Yes.
Let's call upon the second guest of this eve, that is Ms. Swarleen Kaur, who is a personality coach, international speaker, author, and educator, and also the founder of Talk Room. So Swarleen ma'am, it's a pleasure that we have you here.
Definitely. Thank you. And first of all, please accept my congratulations for the enterprise M3 team has started. It is wonderful, I must say. Well, even I started as an educator. It's been 18 years that I was PGT, working as PGT English, headed the English department for years, worked with reputed ICSE, CBSE schools, and then finally they will say, whenever you've got to chase your dream, you've actually got to run harder. So I did the same. I had been manifesting it since I was a child, and I think I used to see in my dreams and all that someday somebody is going to applaud for me. And well, I got this chance. I got the chance to go and participate in International Public Speaking Championship 2019, where I was picked up as the winner for the same. And there's how another journey now eventually started to take place. My thought processes started like, if you can, you must. So there on, I thought that it is good that I should start with something on my own, which is helping people speak out about their own. So as a personality coach, I've always believed in power of you. It's the you factor, it's the you quotient, which I call as the unique quotient that we all have, but we don't nurture it. So I thought it is right time when I should pursue it further. And number of my students used to come and tell me, "Arey ma'am, why don't you become a motivational speaker? The moment we come to you, we forget that we have board exams." So I think finally their wishes came true. And when I won this, they come and they came back with a book and said, "We told you. And now please go ahead with it." So, the other side of the story is that my students motivated me to be where I am. And they gave me a push, I must say. And finally, then I thought I wanted to build a place where there was no hesitation to talk about, because personality is one such aspect. People will come and cover up number of things and will just portray a problem which is not the root cause, I must say. So my child is not confident, or as an entrepreneur, as a corporate that I'm working with, people still come and tell me, "I'm not confident," or "My child is not confident." They forget that it is all about the social, the environment, the educational, the environment that is, particularly we are giving to our child. That, or maybe to our own selves, which is going to, build us. So that's where I thought of, I was just passing by a market and there was a lovely furniture shop, the Drawing Room. I said, when it is the drawing room, let's make the talk room, where we're going to talk openly about any problems or any kind of challenges that we are facing regarding personality. And that's how the talk room came into being. So after that, it's been almost 2.5 years that the talk room came up after 2019. And there's been no stopping. We got awarded as the best public speaking and communication skills coach by Newsx channel, by All India Radio channel, by Brands Impact. So the journey became, a little more solid, I must say, with a backup and the push. I give my credit to my students, not to myself, because they were really like strong pillars. No, you must go ahead. So, sometimes that strong hammering does help you that, oh, come on, get up now. So that's how it all happened.
That's lovely. You have very beautifully, arranged the dots, the journey of your life that you have shared, how it went through. And being a personality coach, I must say that, the youth of India, like I shared with Sonia ma'am, that they're very clear with the vision. But what happens is surrounding, like you said, the social environment that affects. So they are clear that what kind of personality they want to hold, but the society and some surroundings does not let them. So how do you guide your students for the same?
Divya, you know what? People have been looking at personality as my child is not confident, or I do not have those leadership skills, or it is about communication. And then again, in communication, we have one point that is English problem. Hai. So let me first tell it to everyone that communication and English is absolutely different, has nothing to do with, because both are languages. So it's not, and communication is a skill set which you can develop. And personality is till date related only to, am I confident or not? Do I have those leadership abilities or not? Am I ready to face the world? Whereas strongly I believe is, it starts with intrapersonal skills and then reaches the interpersonal skills. So when I talk about intrapersonal skills, number of people who come to me, the problem, the root cause is still not defined. So if the child or if the person is not confident himself or herself enough, why is it not so? That why is not taken into consideration, which is very important. Maybe something has happened, or his self-esteem has been hurt, or somewhere he's been under a lot of tremendous pressure that no offenses to anybody, but the parents are unknowingly putting, or maybe it is the comparison that's happening at the home unknowingly again. But yes, certainly some parents do. And yesterday only when I received a call, a 4 years child asking, mother asking me, 4 years old child, mother asking me, can he learn public speaking from you? I said, no, please. He needs to learn the conversation skills. He's too young for it. Now, stage is the place where we want to see the child, maybe getting an award, maybe speaking, or getting recognized. That's fine. It has a journey. It is not, you will just immediately fly and reach there. You've got to, and I completely trust in it, go, get fallen, rise up and move ahead. It's okay. It's fine. You are building your personality. We have fear of failure, which is one biggest foe of our personality. I'm not going to speak on the stage because वो हिंदी में कहते हैं ना, सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग, which is not really, traumatizing the minds of the children, but as well as the adults. अगर मेरा बच्चा ये नहीं बना तो सब लोग मुझ पर हंसेंगे. Look at the पड़ोसीज, the major thought. So please leave it. Let it be. We all have, we all carry our identity cards. And that identity card is so much unique to us. It's like a belonging to us. And nobody can share that. Similarly, our personalities are our identity card. Nobody can take it away from us. So we have all the plus and minus in our life. We have all the positives and negatives in our life. It is all right. So wherever we are negative, we try to turn it into optimism. It's not only about, I have to be confident. How much optimism you have in your life? How much positive vibes are you spreading or you taking? What are the kind of people you are surrounded? These all factors will make your personality, rather than only coming on the surface level. I'm not confident. So that's the common phenomena people come with. Please, aap hamari personality shape kar do, because we are not confident. So I tell them, this is no, I don't have a book which I can give to you. You'll have to practice it. So there is only 2 mantras for shaping your personality. And I always say, to make your P personality, P practice, and be perseverant, be patient, be positive. So all these P's actually make you a wonderful personality.
When we are talking about moms, see, there are many moms who must have been into a short-term career before their marriage and before they came into parenthood, but they had to stop all this because of the commitments. And now after a few years of gap, it is like, restarting everything, because the times have changed, the challenges have changed, the competition has changed, level of competition. So if you have to survive that, you need to upgrade yourself. You will have to restudy the skills that you've studied, upgrade yourself, and then get into from a scratch level. So many of them don't want to do that. They feel where they had stopped, they should start the career from there. But it is not possible. See, I'm giving you a very genuine answer for it. Maybe it sounds a little rude, or like, there must be people who will hear to me and say, ki aise kaise bol diya aapne? But this is true. You cannot start from where you've stopped. You'll have to restart it. I started my career thrice in life. 3 times I started from the scratch. And today where I am, it is after 3 long breaks. So you really need to build yourself. You need to have that confidence in yourself. You need to study and upgrade yourself every moment. Even if, see, I'll give you an example today. I have a very good friend of mine. She was an interior designer, architect. But due to her marriage and everything, she was in a family where they did not allow her to work after marriage. So she had to sit back home. Now her children have grown up. They are settling in their own lives. So she called me the other day and she said, I want to restart doing something on my own. I said, it's a brilliant idea. Look into yourself. What are the things that you really want to still do? Would you like to continue with the work that you did beforehand? Or you want to do something else? She said, when my children have been studying, I've been observing them. So I got to know about the aptitude, interest, subjects. How about taking up career counseling? I said, great. You want to do it? Go ahead and do a certification course. I'll guide you for it. I'll tell you from where, what you have to do. Start your career, restart it. No issues in it. So you need to have that zeal in yourself. Some of the moms are not able to make up a balance between the 2 lives. That's their personal, family life and the professional life. So when the balance is not proper, they face challenges over there also. So then they have to compromise. They have to choose any one out of the 2. So these are certain things that they need to really cope up with.
There is no age bar. Age is just a number for this. So whenever you've got to start, you can make a start anytime, any moment. Even when I just completed my master's and I got the opportunity to be an assistant professor where my teachers picked me up, marriage happened. As soon as I got married and I thought of, all right, I'll go to the next, city and maybe I'll start over again. My in-laws got trapped in severe diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's. I couldn't make a start then. But then I, started from home. And then again, children happened. So I had already lost my in-laws by that time. So I had started, again, I had to stop. And then there was a break. After that, we had to shift to another city. Again, there was a break. But taking a break or getting breaks in between does not mean that you are stoppable. That's all in the thought process. It's all in the mind, trust me. If you've got to reach somewhere, you will. That bomb has to be there, which keeps on stinging you again and again. That's not done. You've got to go ahead. You've got to go ahead. And that knocking is quite important. Because once this knocking stops, you'll stop. That moment you are dead. But once it keeps on happening, it should be, I think, it's regular. Because see, success is just a journey. It's never a destination. You've got one, you'll crave for another. Similarly, doing anything in life, I strongly believe is you must have that motive of going ahead and ahead. See, because success, as a personality coach, again, I will say success is quite subjective. To some people, success may be earning money the way they want. To some, it may be satisfaction of doing what they are doing. To some, it will be just a social help and, they've reached that. So, or maybe a personal or an individualistic approach that they want to carry. So it is quite subjective. Until and unless you are not happy in your zone, keep on moving. And trust me, the first step that you take, it helps you. And doing a start from anywhere, वो snakes and ladders वाली game में भी तो the snake will sting you and you will go down, but then you make a comeback. It is similar to life. These challenges, these obstacles, they're just like stepping stones. They'll keep on happening. So if you've got to start from the scratch, this we all have been doing, and pandemic has shown us what we had learned all these years, we had to unlearn and we had to relearn. So similar is the concept of life, what you learned all through and what you faced through, just undo it and do it. You have to press that delete button and make a start all over again. So that's what I strongly believe in.